Good morning, everyone. My name is Matt Clifford. I'm the principal here at Greensburg Junior High School, and it's my absolute privilege to welcome you to our 8th grade awards presentation. Just moments before a little informal banter with the 8th graders. This is an excellent group that's in front of us, and there's a lot of great things to in front of them. But we're going to pause today to celebrate what they've done this school year, and so we welcome you. The very first part of our presentation today is actually with a community partner. We are Greensburg Community Schools, and we're very proud of that word community because we have many numerous partnerships that we lean on, and we're going to ask Ms. Sandra Gabbard from the Greensburg Prevention Group to share a little bit with you this morning. Partnerships that we lean on, and we're going to ask Ms. Sandra Gabbard from the Greensburg Prevention Group.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Clifford. I'm a little shorter than him. Today's award, I'm speaking on behalf of Greensburg Prevention Group and the CAC. We work with youth in our community to reduce alcohol, tobacco, and drug use. One of the ways that we encourage youth like you to make smart choices is by publishing our Read the Wall Role Model poster. This year, we're happy to have one of your own classmates featured on our poster. The student was selected based on her abilities last spring, and we want to show our appreciation and give her a small token from this year. Emma Nelly. Thank you.
Next up, we're going to ask our athletic director, Mr. Rigby, to present a few of the awards for this 8th grade class. Mr. Rigby. Next up, we're going to ask our athletic director, Mr. Rigby, to present a few of the awards for this 8th grade class.
Thank you, Mr. Clifford. I have just a few things to pass out that are our student athletes' accomplishments for the year in their given sport. First, we will be discussing our All Sports Award recipients. We have several this year, more in the girls' side than the boys' side, but that's the way it happens once in a while. I do want to introduce our All Sports Award winners first before I say anything further. So as you hear your name called, just please come forward and we'll make a line right here in the front, okay? Along with the completion of the Freeland Award application, candidates are asked to complete an information sheet for All Sports Award. It is an important note that the Freeland Award comes from this list of all sports candidates. Criteria for letters completed of the Freeland and All Sports application also requires an essay. Additional information on the application includes sports participated in at the junior high, awards and records that they may have at the junior high, outside groups that they participate with here at the junior high, groups that they may be involved with outside of the school, and then academic awards. I want to emphasize that being a student is the #1 goal that we have here at GJHS. And being an athlete is a privilege. It's not a right, as I'm sure most of you have heard that cliche before, but being a student athlete involves being a student first and being an athlete second. At this time, I would like to invite those All Sports Award winners to the front of the auditorium. As I call your name to receive your Medal of Accomplishment, I would also like to call Dr. James Freeland and his wife Mary to the front to distribute the medals. Dr. James Freeland and his wife Mary to the front to distribute the medals. Our first recipient, Lillian Ferris. Our first recipient, Lillian Ferris. Next, Alexis Weber. Next, Alexis Weber. Olivia Schwerin. Madison Vane. Brinley Madison Vane. Emma Kennelly. Madison Lynette. And Noel Kern. Our boys recipients, Kason Bagel. Our boys recipients, and Liam Schrader. And Liam Schrader. These are your all sports award winners. You may be seated. You may be seated. Every year, we also recognize school record-breaking performances or undefeated seasons during the 2025-26 school year. Please stand and be recognized as I read your name. Our first, please stand and be recognized. Recognition winner is Riley O'Mara. Now, Riley attends St. Mary's, so she will not be here today, but we will still go ahead and recognize her. Riley broke 8 school records this past swim season. A tremendous accomplishment. Every single meet that she swam, she rebroke her record. So, a tremendous accomplishment by Riley O'Mara. As far as all boys or girls, or boys and girls, track and field, we had once again several award winners. Some of these athletes received their plaque yesterday at their banquet, so there won't be anything to hand out to them. In our boys and girls track and field, Fletcher Hatch set a new school record for the 2,400 meter run. Fletcher Hadley Davis set a new school record for the 2,400 meter run. Lila Hoover set a new school record, also set a record 200 meter hurdles. Lila Hoover. Shania Young set a record in shot put 200 meter hurdles. Shania Young. Layla Hoover record in shot put set a record in the 200 meter hurdles. Layla Hoover. Sawyer Midler set a record in the 200 meter hurdles. Sawyer Midler. Sawyer set a record in the 200 meter hurdles. Come forward. Sawyer, come forward, please. Maria Scholing broke a record or set a record in the 800 meter run. Maria Scholing broke a record or set a record in the 800. And again, Maria Scholing set a record in the 1600 meter run. And again, Maria Scholing set a record in the 1600 meter run. Stay right there. In cross country, Maria Scholing set a school record in the 3K. In cross country, Maria Scholing In wrestling, seventh grader James Pittman had an undefeated season at 29-0. Seventh grader. These are your record-breaking performances in undefeated seasons. 29-0. It is now time to present our Freeland Award winners, which is the highest. It is now time to present our Freeland Award winners level of recognition that you can achieve at the Greensburg Junior High School athletically. This particular award is voted on by all of the coaches at the junior high, which totals 36 or 37 individuals. It's a tremendous honor to win this award. And the student athletes win the award. It's not something that's taken lightly. I start working on it about a month before it is due, just because I want it to be a nice presentation and I want it to be something that is memorable years from now. The Freeland Award will be displayed in the athletic hallway, ironically enough, in the showcase labeled Freeland Award. So, if at some point, not right now because I have not had the opportunity to get the new plates engraved, so check back next year or the next time you're in the school to make sure that you made it. Okay, I will make sure that you made it, but you make sure that you made it. If you didn't, let me know. The Freeland Award is named after a former employee of Greensburg Community Schools, Norman Freeland, has been present and presented to a Greensburg Junior High School student athlete since 1970-71. And again, you can see all these recipients as a part of the Freeland display in the hallway. And again, you can see all these recipients. This particular award is awarded to the top male and the top female athlete. Again, considered by secret vote by the coaches to the best participating athletes for Greensburg Junior High for this school year. It is important to note that the Freeland Award is not a popularity contest. Rather, it is an award that is earned. Besides writing an essay, as a part of the application process, various athletic and non-athletic activities such as attitude, effort, school citizenship, and coachability will most certainly be considered by each coach when voting for an athlete. Each recipient will receive a personal plaque along with a permanent recognition plate in the trophy case. So without further ado, I'd like to take this opportunity before we announce our winners to bring to the podium our special guests, Dr. James and Mary Freeland. Please come to the podium and give us a historical background of the Freeland Award. James and Mary Freeland, please come to the podium and give us a historical background of the Freeland Award.
It's always a pleasure to get the invitation from Mr. Ravy to come to Greensburg, which is my hometown. When I was in school, this was the high school, so this was the building that I had attended as a high school. These days we hail and bring you greetings from Purdue University in Lafayette. That is where we have been for the past about 17, 18 years. So I had the privilege of being a professor at Purdue, which was very enjoyable, and one that I know that my parents would have been very proud to know that we had that opportunity. I'd like if you indulge me for just a couple of minutes, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about the person that this award is named after. Dad was born in the small town of New Point, between here and Batesville. He was born in 1905, so you can figure out if you math folks how old would he be today. But he was the first person in his family, there were three siblings, to attend college. He started at a degree at a place called Central Normal, which maybe a few folks in the audience might recognize, but it's no longer there on the west side of Indianapolis. And when it closed, Dad transferred and finished his degrees at Butler University, which we certainly know where they are. In high school, as well as in college, he played basketball, baseball, and ran track. In high school, as well as in college, when it came time to pick a life's partner, he chose a young lady from Greensburg, Cecilia Oliver, and they were married. And mother, of course, had a connection to the school. Cecilia, part of her life as well. She was the secretary to the guidance department at the high school at that time. He taught for several years. Then when a family came along, he became manager of what was called the Schultz Furniture Company in downtown Greensburg. Today, you know it as Taft Furniture. He retired from that position and returned to teaching to teach his favorite subject, which was math. He was a teacher here at the junior high school for 5 years before he finally totally retired. And I know that he found those 5 years probably as rewarding as any 5 years of his life retired. Because I had the opportunity to be at home and know him in a whole different light during those 5 years. He also then, when it came time to step away from being a coach, which he was for quite a few years, he became a school, or we would call him an official at basketball. And my mother always told the story of when she would bring me, and I was just so big, to a ball game, and I would get so upset because all these people in the audience were yelling at Dad for some reason as the official. But I just know that Dad had friends all over the state as a result of those years of doing officiating. But he was really probably most proud of being a teacher because he knew that he was touching the lives of the future. But he was really probably most proud of being a teacher. Dad loved sports, but as he always emphasized, what came first, Dad loved sports, or academics. Because the sports for many of us are going to be something that we have good memories of. But what is going to be your future lies with your academics. And that is why that is a crucial part of this award. One of the things that we asked Dad to do while he was still with us was to kind of put in his own words what he thought about some of the things that he had done in his life. So I just would read this quickly to you. He said, when one grows up in a small town like New Point, Indiana, and is the oldest of 3 siblings, you have a responsibility to provide by your example the support you may be needed by your family. In order to provide this support, getting a good education was a priority as I grew up. Along with this responsibility, I had a love of athletic competition that provided me with numerous opportunities to not only compete in basketball, baseball, and track, but to enjoy the opportunity to coach aspiring students in several sports as well. My love for athletics and the understanding that participation in athletics is only a temporary activity was a lesson I learned early. What will serve young people for a lifetime is a good education and the importance of doing their best, whether on the field of play, in the classroom, or their chosen career. by Mr. Rigney in his remarks. This is not a popularity contest. It is one that by this person, and not only on the athletic field, but in the classroom, has earned this recognition. And it's our privilege to recognize those individuals this morning. And as I was always taught, we do ladies first. So in this particular case, I'll ask my wife, Mary, to indicate who is the young lady that we're going to recognize.
The recipient of the Freeland Award. The recipient of the Freeland Award to a student athlete, to as a young woman, is Emma Canelli.
And the young man that we're going to recognize today is Liam Schrader. We will enjoy following these folks as they enter into their high school career as well as all of you folks. We wish you well as you move on to the high school now, and hopefully even beyond that for your educational career. Thank you again for having us on to the high school now.
Thank you, Dr. Freeland and Mary. It is always a treat to have you here to give us a little bit of background on the Freeland itself. Then at the end, we'll take some pictures, and hopefully they'll serve as mementos to you many years from now. The all sports, individual, team individual, or individual award winners, if you would please gather by the Freeland display in the athletic hallway when this is concluded. So that'll put us around 11 o'clock. That would be appreciated because we take some pictures that can also be given to your parents, grandparents, and other loved ones. Okay, so that is our undefeated wrestler, that is our school record holders for track, our school record holder for swimming, our Freeland winners, and anything else that I have handed out, the all sports winners that received the medal. So we have several people that I need to get a picture of that will be a part of our record. Okay? Any questions? Thank you very much. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Clifford. Mr. Clifford.
All right, so at this time, we are transitioning to our academic recognitions that start off that part of our program. And for families at home and in person, we each quarter recognize our honor roll recipients. Here at the end of the year, we were grading through the end of the day yesterday. So we do not give a fourth quarter honor roll recognition, but we do participate, as we have for the last 40-some years, in the presidential academic award recognition. And that always comes each year with a little note from the White House. This is from our President Donald Trump. The First Lady and I extend our heartfelt congratulations on receiving the 2026 President's Education Award. For more than 40 years, this prestigious program has honored exceptional students across America, students just like you, who bring unmatched dedication, innovation, and leadership to their classrooms every day. Congratulations on this tremendous accomplishment. Keep studying hard and keep up the great work. There are two levels to that. There's the silver honor and then there's the gold. So we will begin with those students who have received the silver presidential award winners, award honor. Begin with Mark Anderson, and we'll hold applause to the end, please. We'll form a line up front, just like we do for all of our students. Aerial arias. Bailey Benham. Aerial arias. Sophie Bevington. Bailey Benham. Leanne Bratton. Sophie Bevington. Miles Boltman. Leanne Bratton. Miles, I told you not to outclass me today. There you are. Miles Boltman. Camden Burkhart. Miles, I told you not to outclass me today. Michael Clement. Camden Burkhart. Madeline Davis. Michael Clement. Nevaeh Davis. Madeline Davis. Zarek Earlymont. Nevaeh Davis. Morgan Edelman. Zarek Earlymont. Harper Ford. Morgan Edelman. Liam Hernandez. Harper Ford. Blaine Hobbs. Liam Hernandez. Liam Ingram. Blaine Hobbs. Jocelyn Johnson. Liam Ingram. Jimena Juarez Aguilera. Jocelyn Johnson. Jimena Noel Kern. Ryder Klosterman. Noel Kern. Jace Krieger. Ryder Klosterman. Tennessee Lawson. Jace Krieger. Addison Lynette. Tennessee Lawson. Kiara Mays. Addison Lynette. Olivia McAdams. Kiara Mays. Jalacis Mendez Rivera. Wyatt Munkerhide. Jalacis Mendez Rivera. Sophie Rainey. Wyatt Munkerhide. Olivia Schwerin. Sophie Rainey. Jackson Sebastian. Olivia Schwerin. Jackson Sebastian. Liam Schrader. Scarlett Thurman. Liam Schrader. Aiden Vanderberg. Scarlett Thurman. I feel the same way. Colin Van. Aiden Vanderberg. I feel the same way. Ella Wells. Colin Van. Kelsey Wenzel. Ella Wells. Kelsey Wenzel. How about a round of applause for our silver president? All right, we're going to move on to the recipients of the Gold Award. All right, we're going to starting with Claire Garcia Weber of the Gold Award. She's not here today. Congratulations, Claire. Natalie Gent. Starting with Claire Garcia Weber. Lily Johnson. Congratulations. Natalie Gent. Emma Canelli. Lily Johnson. Emma Canelli. Cameron McCord. Cameron McCord. Catherine McNulty. Brinley Middendorf. Catherine McNulty. Maria Scholey. Brinley Middendorf. Kira Terry. Maria Sholey. Alexis Weber. Kira Terry. Alexis Weber. Here are your gold presidential award winners. Here are your gold presidential award winners. And now we'll ask Mr. Vincent to come forward.
Good morning, everybody. It's my honor to present the Excellent Attendance Award here. Attendance is one of the more difficult things. Showing up every day is kind of a grind. It's my honor to present. This is a pretty special award because this is 99% pass, or 99% attendance rate. It's not a very low rate. So first off is Kason Badel. 99% attendance rate. Azra Doles. So first off is Kason Badel. And William Short. Azra Doles. And William Short. And a round of applause for our attendance. Next up, we'll have Ms. Fry with our extra effort award. Next up, we'll have Ms. Fry with our
Good morning. Our next award is one that is close to our hearts because it recognizes something that's not always on our report card. So the Extra Effort Award goes to students who show up every single day. They give everything they've got. When they face challenges, they don't walk away, they lean into it. And so we know grades don't always tell the whole story. And so sometimes the most important thing a student can show is their heart and their effort. And student or teachers want to recognize one person in their class. So when I call your name, if you please come forward. With language arts with Miss Andrews, Emma McCarter. Math with Mrs. Carol, Devin Hunter. Emma McCarter. College and careers with Mrs. Clifford, Ariel Aaron. Engineering and technology with Mrs. Comer, Madeline Slady. Engineering and technology with science with Mr. Crable, Brinley Middendorf. Enriched social studies with Mr. Kellerman, Catherine McNulty. Enriched social studies with Mr. Kellerman, Tennessee Lawson. Art with Mrs. Courthouse, Mark Anderson. Art with Mrs. Courthouse. Health and Fitness with Mrs. McFall, David Owens. Health and Fitness with Mrs. McFall. Language Arts with Mrs. Menifee, Nicholas Murray. Social Studies with Miss Neese, Emma Kennelly, Nicholas Murray. Social Studies with Miss Neese, Emma. Band with Mr. Peterson, Daryl Comer. Language Arts with Mrs. Pittman, Jimena Juarez. Mrs. Russell's class, Shelby Frommer. Math with Mrs. Schutte, Lucy Cook. Mrs. Russell's class, Shelby Frommer. Algebra with Mrs. Schutte, Kiera Hicks. Math with Mrs. Schutte, Lucy Cook. Algebra with Mrs. Schutte, Kiera Hicks. Choir with Mrs. Simpson, Sophie Ramey. Choir with Mrs. Simpson. Science with Mrs. Sparks, Lillian Ferris. Science with Mrs. Sparks, Lillian Ferris. And Math with Mrs. Walkie, Zach Wolf. And Math with Mrs. Walkie. Let's give these extra efforts.
is an award that you've not been exposed to this school year. As you know, we were grading all the way up until 3 o'clock yesterday, or taking your work until 3 o'clock yesterday, so we can finalize these awards. And now, what I task each department, each subject area that you take, to select those students who've shown some outstanding excellence on the academic front over the course of the school year. So we're going to recognize each group across the department. So when I call you up, you'll stay there, and then we'll recognize all of you as a group. So starting for math, Ella Wells. So when I call you up, you'll stay there, and then we'll recognize all of you as a group. Lily Warren for math, Ella Wells. Jocelyn Johnson. Lillian Ferris. Jocelyn Johnson. Jackson Sebastian. Lillian Ferris. Jackson. What is this touchdown thing? Down. We got it. Alexis Weber. What is this touchdown thing? Down. We got it. Claire Weber. Kira Terry. Claire Weber. Noelle Kern. Hennessy Lawson. Noelle Kern. Hennessy Lawson. How about a round of applause for our math awards? Moving on to language arts. Sophie Bevington. Moving on to, I thought it was arts. Sophie Bevington. Miles Boltman. Cameron McCord. Miles Boltman. Cameron McCord. Catherine McNulty. Brinley Middendorf. Catherine McNulty. Emma Kennelly. Brinley Middendorf. Natalie Gent. Emma Kennelly. Bailey Benham. Natalie Gent. Alexis Weber. Bailey Benham. Ariel Arias. Alexis Weber. Ariel Arias. How about a round of applause for our language arts awards? Moving on to the area of science, starting off with Scarlett Thurman. Moving on to the area of Ella Wells, starting off with Scarlett Thurman. Claire Garcia Weber. Emma Kennelly. Claire Garcia. Catherine McNulty. Emma Kennelly. Brinley Middendorf. Catherine McNulty. Alexis Weber. Brinley Middendorf. Lily Johnson. Alexis Weber. Kiara Mays. Lily Johnson. Kiara Mays. Cameron McCord. Cameron McCord. A round of applause for our science award. A round of applause for our science award. Moving into the world of social studies, Natalie Gent. Moving into the world of social studies, Catherine McNulty. Natalie Gent. Claire Garcia Weber. Kira Terry. Claire Garcia Weber. Hennessy Lawson. Kira Terry. Hennessy Lawson. Wyatt Muckerhide. Emma Kennelly. Wyatt Muckerhide. Emma Kennelly. Liam Schrader. Alexis Weber. Liam Schrader. Olivia Schwerin. Alexis Weber. Olivia Schwerin. Here are your social studies award winners. Social studies award winners. Moving into PE and health, Isaac Colvin. Moving into Emma Kennelly. Isaac Colvin. Kelsey Winsel. Emma Kennelly. Natalie Gent. Kelsey Winsel. Sophie Bevington. Natalie Gent. Memphis Lovins. Sophie Bevington. Memphis Jesse Rubel. Liam Schrader. Camden Burkhart. Liam Schrader. David Gray. Camden Burkhart. David Gray. Another round of applause for you. It's at this point you realize how many classes you take, right? College and careers, starting off with Blaine Hobbs. It's at this point you realize how many classes you take, right? College and careers, starting off with Lily Johnson. Jace Krieger. Lily Johnson. Natalie Jennings Krieger. Sophie Rainey. Natalie Jennings. Cameron McCord. Sophie Rainey. Cameron McCord. Kelsey Wenzel. Catherine McNulty. Kelsey Wenzel. Emma Kennelly. Catherine McNulty. Alexis Weber. Emma Kennelly. Alexis Weber. Here are your college and careers award winners. Here are your college and careers award winners. Moving on to the world of art, starting with Lucy Cook. Moving on to the world of art, Bailey Benham. Alexis Weber, Bailey Denham, Olivia Schwerin, Olivia Ariel Arias, Cameron McCord, Jacob Coyne, Sophie Bevington, Briar Plunkett, Sophie Bevington, Madeline Davis, Madeline Davis. Here are your Academic Excellence Award winners for art. Moving on to engineering and technology. Lily Johnson. Moving on to engineering. Catherine McNulty. Michael Clement. Catherine McNulty. Kelsey Wenzel. Addison Lynette. Kelsey Wenzel. Claire Garcia Weber, Addison Lynette, Leanne Bratton, Claire Garcia Weber, Olivia Schwerin, Alexis Weber, and Scarlett Thurman. Alexis Weber. Here are your Technology and Engineering Award winners. Now for band, Connor Lures. Lily Warren, Hunter Lures. Branson Hornsby. Daryl Comer, Branson Hornsby. Tucker Herbert, Daryl Comer. I honestly thought you were going to jump across the road there for a second, Tucker. I'm glad you didn't. Congratulations to our band. Congratulations to our band. Moving on to choir. Mark Anderson. Mark Anderson. Ariel Arias. Sophie Bevington. Ariel Arias. Miles Bolden. Sophie Bevington. Harper Ford. Miles Bolden. Lily Johnson. Harper Ford. Catherine McNulty. Lily Johnson. Jackson Sebastian. Catherine McNulty. Scarlett Thurman. Ella Wells. Scarlett Thurman. Require academic excellence. A school year is more than a day. We've had a lot of ongoing conversations, how to work through challenges and so forth, right? And each quarter we meet as a group like this without your families. We talk about various things and celebrate certain milestones. I would like to, at this time, any of you that have received honor roll at any point this school year, please stand and be recognized at this time. ABC. You've also learned throughout your journey through the junior high is that school is more than just academics. It's about growing as a human being. How do I become a better teammate? How do I become a better friend? How do I become a better leader, colleague, etc. And so we're excited that so many of you, around 80% of you, are involved in some sort of extracurricular activity. And I would like to recognize every one of you by calling you up here and giving you a certificate. But we would still be here tomorrow if we did that. And I know you don't want to be here tomorrow. We'll be here though. You're welcome. Okay, so as I call your group, if you're a participant in that activity, please stand and we will recognize you at the time. Starting with Drama Club. Members of the Drama Club, please stand. Academic team, please stand and be recognized. Academic team, champions together in the middle, please stand and be recognized. If you helped us with our concession stand at any point this year, please stand and be recognized. It takes a village. Members of FCA, stand and be recognized at this time. You don't really see them, but they're an important part of all of our productions. Light and sound crew members, please stand and be recognized. You don't really see them, but they're important. You've ever been one of our office helpers, please stand and be recognized. If you were inducted into the National Junior Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. Members of the SAD Club, please stand. Members of the speech team, please stand and be recognized. If you were a STEM Connects lab assistant, please stand and be recognized. Our student ambassadors, the stars, please stand and be recognized. Student council, please stand. Student voice committee, please stand. Those are the groups of students that tell me what to do. Band and choir students, it's nearly half the grade. Please stand. Band and choir students, it's nearly half the grade. If at any point in any season you were a member of an athletic team, cheer, dance, archery, esports, please stand and be recognized at this time. You may be seated. For every one of those groups that we called out, probably outside of athletics, there is a certificate for you on the table out in the main lobby. So once we dismiss here and you exit, please stop by that table, grab your certificate, and take that home to your families in as pristine condition as you possibly can. Right? So again, 8th graders, it has been my absolute privilege to serve as your principal throughout your journey. So again, think back, first day, 6th grade year, we met here, and it was a very different experience. Intimidated by the reality, not understanding the schedules, knowing where things are, and look at where you come. You've met with your family in January, scheduling your high school experience, and all of us are very, very excited about that. Graduation day is one of my favorite, if not my favorite day of the school year. And I will be there next weekend to see our current class of seniors graduating. And as I expect to see them 4 years from now, you. So I am very, very excited to see your progress over time. You are old enough and mature enough to also understand that you're not doing it alone. So what I would like you to do at this time is just help me recognize the teachers and the staff members here at GJHS that have helped you along the way. And this next group of people will continue to be a very, very important part of your life as you progress through this next transition, okay? They are folks that have taken time to come here and visit with you today. They are sitting at home watching on the link, or they'll be watching later as we post the video, and that is your family and friends. Can you please turn around, wave at them, show your appreciation for them with a round of applause. Families, as the principal, I can't thank you enough for being a part of their experience throughout the junior high. Your communication, your partnership is why we're able to be at this milestone today. So thank you. I will continue to be around to help you as you make the transition to high school. If there's anything that we can do to support you, they're going to be great. They're going to do very, very well. So we're excited to see them. But don't ever hesitate to reach out. All right, 8th graders. We're ready for celebrating this afternoon, but don't ever hesitate to